Welcome back to Director's Choice. Wakanda Forever sets up the fifth phase of the MCU, but more specifically, it sets up the events of Avengers, Secret Wars, and how Kang plans to win the war. In a few months, we'll find out more about Kang in the third Ant-Man movie, but until then, we're going to use everything we saw in Wakanda Forever to create a theory that explains Kang's mission.
Millions of years ago, a meteorite made of vibranium, the strongest substance in the universe, struck the continent of Africa.
This theory begins millions of years ago when vibranium landed in Africa and created the most advanced civilization on Earth. It also dives into Namor's people and how they used their vibranium to achieve something completely different. At the end of this video, you'll see just how well the events in Wakanda Forever set up the battle that will take place in Secret Wars. If you've been following each Marvel story with a close eye, you may have noticed a recurring pattern. The Earth is constantly receiving gifts from space that makes humans more powerful. This can be seen with the 10 rings, the Infinity Stones, vibranium, and the bangles. The origin of most of these powerful gems and artifacts is unknown, but we do know that the Celestials also sent a meteor to Earth. The meteor the Celestials sent contained their seed, but maybe it also contained a powerful object that could be used to advance the human race. This theory suggests that the meteor the Celestials sent actually contained vibranium. The vibranium meteor landed in Africa roughly 2.5 million years ago. It birthed the most advanced civilization in the world. But the people of Wakanda did not know they weren't the only ones who received vibranium. Namor's people also received vibranium, but the vibranium they found was in the form of a flower. Unlike the people of Wakanda, Namor's people didn't use vibranium solely for technological advancements. They took it a step further by consuming vibranium, which turned them into powerful superhumans. The two locations where vibranium landed are far apart, so it's safe to say that it was two different meteorites. This means that two vibranium meteorites landed on Earth and produced two of the most powerful civilizations ever. This can't be coincidence. Who sent these meteorites and why? The only believable option is that the Celestials sent them to Earth. The Celestials are already known for sending their seeds to different planets. In fact, this is how Celestials are born. Seeds are sent to various planets, and these seeds grow in the core of the planet until they become Celestials. Tiamat's seed was sent to Earth, and he grew in the Earth's core. Celestial seeds are sent to planets with meteors similar to how vibranium was sent to Earth. It wouldn't be far-fetched to assume that the Celestials also sent vibranium, especially when you consider that they sent more than just their seeds to Earth. The Celestials also sent the deviants to Earth. So now that we know the Celestials sent vibranium to Earth through a meteor, and we also know that they also sent their seeds to Earth through a meteor, would it be insane to assume that it was the same meteor? The answer to that is probably, but that's why this is a theory. Theories are all about insanity. The exact location of the meteor in Eternals was never revealed, but if we assume that it was the same one that Namor's people found, then that means the Celestial seeds contained vibranium. This would also mean the Celestials are made of vibranium. The theory is based on the Celestials from Earth X. These Celestials procreated by impregnating planets with their seed, which is exactly how Celestials are made in Eternals. Celestials from Earth X placed vibranium in the meteors that brought the seeds to Earth. The Celestial babies would then feed off this vibranium and eventually use it to form their armor. There's one problem with this theory, and that's the timeline, but even that fits in when you analyze it more closely. The meteor that wiped out dinosaurs hit the Earth 66 million years ago, which is long before the vibranium meteorite hit Wakanda. The Celestials sent their seed to Earth 66 million years ago along with the deviants. The purpose of the deviants is to eliminate the apex predator so that sapient life can develop. The deviants killed the dinosaurs while the Celestial seed embedded itself in the Earth's core and began to grow there. After the dinosaurs were gone, humanity began to evolve on the surface, but this process was slowed down by many things. Celestial seeds require energy from sentient life forms, also known as humans, for them to grow. This is why it took so long for Tiamat to grow. The Earth was inhabited by deviants who had deviated from the purpose. You would think with a name like that, the Celestials would have expected the deviants to deviate. After the first meteorite, the Celestials waited, and then they sent another one to Earth. This meteor is the one that landed in Africa. According to Erishem, the Celestials existed before the universe. They were born long before the current universe was formed, and they were responsible for bringing life forms into existence. The Infinity Stones are the only things in the MCU that predate the universe. They were created from the Big Bang, and in some story variations, the Celestials were responsible for the Big Bang. This means the Celestials may have created the Infinity Stones. In Guardians of the Galaxy, we watched a Celestial use the Power Stone to wipe out an entire civilization. We already knew that the Celestials had some connection to the Infinity Stones, and now we know what that connection is. The Celestials created the Infinity Stones, and there's a good chance that they're made from the same cosmic energy. Another detail that you may have missed is how similar an Infinity Stone is to a Celestial seed. So now we know how vibranium connects to the Celestials and how the Infinity Stones connect to the Celestials. But how does vibranium connect to the Infinity Stones? And more importantly, how does this all connect to Kang? And even more importantly, how does this all connect to Secret Wars? Hold on tight, because you're about to find out. Ultron is the connection between vibranium and the Infinity Stones. When Ultron was created, he was immediately corrupted by the presence of the Mind Stone. He planned to destroy the world with a vibranium rocket so that new life could begin on Earth. This is very similar to what the Celestials did when they sent their seed to Earth and when they used their Power Stone to wipe out an entire civilization. Both the Celestials and Ultron wanted to wipe out the current species so that new life could begin. The Celestials have been sending seeds encased in vibranium meteors to different planets for centuries, but for some reason, Earth is the only planet that has vibranium. So how did humans find vibranium? It was Kang, aka He Who Remains. Kang has already explained that the universe is stuck in an endless loop. This loop starts and ends with a war. When the war ends, Kang is the one who remains, and he is the one who starts the war again. But now in this current timeline, he has found a way to win the war. He made it so that humans found vibranium. This simple act changed the course of history. By exposing humans to vibranium, Kang created a domino effect that led to the creation of superheroes. And it is these superheroes that he plans to use to win the war. That brings us to the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. What do you think of this theory? Do you think this is how Kang plans to fight the Avengers? Let us know in the comment section below. Check out this other recent clip by Director's Choice, and please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the notification button so you never miss an episode.